Hey everybody, it's Tia, and today I want to talk about the TV reality show Love and Hip Hop. Alright you guys, here we go. I'm going to do a recap of season 1. I'm going to try to do a quick recap, and then I'm going to talk about season 2, episode 1. Okay, here we go. Everybody. Alright, let's see. We had 4 girls that was on season 1. We had Miss Samaya Reese, Puerto Rican Latina mommy that was trying to get her start in rap. She came to New York to, I guess, start over because she said she was doing things before, and she's enlisted the help of Jim Jones. And Miss Chrissy, which is the other lady, which is Jim Jones' longtime girlfriend, living girlfriend, she didn't really like Samaya. I guess she didn't like the way she looked or whatever, and she stepped to her the wrong way in the club and dissed her and everything. And from then on, she never did like Samaya. She didn't like her pictures or anything. And she basically told Jim Jones, she's not paying you. You know, you might need to get rid of her and get somebody that's paying you. And you know, he listened to her, and then she couldn't do nothing with Jim Jones. He just told her, no, I can't really help you. And Samaya knew that it had a lot to do with Chrissy. That was kind of messed up what she did. I wouldn't have stood in her way. I think she kind of was just, I think she just didn't like the way she looked. So she just, you know, I think she took it too far, and Jim shouldn't have been listening to her if he thought that Samaya had the skills and the chops to make it as a rapper. I mean, frankly, there's other people you can look at besides Jim Jones, but she tried Jim Jones. And she also had her manager Maurice as well to help her out. Okay, you have Olivia that used to be on J Records as a solo artist. She also was signed around the same time Alicia Keys was signed, so I guess they focused more on Alicia and they didn't focus on Olivia. So I guess they dropped Olivia, and she was on her own. And then a few years later, she got with 50 Cent, G-Unit, and he didn't think she was going nowhere, unfortunately, so then he dropped her. Now she's on her own trying to struggle again. I liked Olivia when she was on J Records. I knew about her then. I'm like, that's the same Olivia. Yep, sure enough it was. I'm like, okay, well, she can't make it. I mean, it's that bad. She got a nice voice. I always thought she could sing, and I always thought Jean was a bad mix for her, but she's trying to make it on her own again, and she asked her manager as well, and she did this nice video, and she had a new release for the song December. And supposedly it was doing pretty good, and that's where season 1 left off with Olivia. Let me see. You have Emily, who was dating the rap star Fabulous, and she has a kid by Fabulous as well. She was also his stylist, and it was talked about that he had a kid, but never talked about the woman behind the kid, which was Emily. And Fab, she said, always made it seem like he was single, and he always made it stressful for Emily because Emily wanted to be publicly recognized. They even had a photo shoot on season 1, Emily and her kids, and he didn't even come to the photo shoot. He didn't want to be on TV. Y'all know that's trifling, right? I used to like Fabulous. Now I don't like him too much. I have a lot of respect for Fabulous because he feels like he can't even come on TV. They know that this is his girl. I mean, Jim is on there, and whoever else boyfriend they had, they were on there as well. Not that many, but I would have thought that Fabulous would have came correct and came on the show. To show that he didn't come on the show shows you what kind of person he is in my book. And that wasn't cool. And I never understood why Emily would have stayed in a relationship that long. But she did. And let me see. I think that's everybody I talked about. Yeah, so Chrissy and Samaya got into it for a while, like I said, and then they just dispersed, no fighting. Olivia almost got into a fight with Samaya, and that dispersed as well. Samaya thought Olivia was talking about her. I think Olivia didn't really have too much to say about her, and then in the end she was talking about how she was trying to talk about her because she was relevant. That was a terrible thing to do. That was stupid for Samaya to do that. And it was bad for her manager to go over there and try to act like he was going to kill her too. But I would have been mad too if that would have been my, you know, my worker that you're talking about like that. My talent. I would have been upset too. But they did a lot of stuff the wrong way. Chrissy asked Jim Jones to marry her on TV. She bought him a ring, y'all. Well, that's a new age thing. I mean, I don't knock people for doing something different. You wouldn't see me on there trying to ask Jim Jones to marry me. I'm just an old-fashioned person. I can't see myself doing that. But I can't knock Chrissy, but at the same time, Jim should have been the one getting on his knees asking her to marry him. Should have been long overdue. He really ain't ready to get married, y'all. I don't think he is, and that's why he hasn't married her yet. She's ready, but he's not. And when you have a conflict like that, that's usually the problem. And that was their problem. Still their problem. And then you got Jim Jones's mom, y'all. Oh my God, what can I say about this woman? She's trifling too. Real trifling. She was talking about he came out of my poom poom and everything. I'm like, what the hell? You don't say that about, I mean, I know he did, but that's not the way you talk about your son like that. She act like that's her man or something. I'm sorry, that's how she acts. She a little bit too possessive of Jim. Jim don't want to try and straighten his mom out, and then Jim Jones' mom and Chrissy go at it, and they can't stand each other. And then, well, really, Jim Jones' mom, I can't think of her name, y'all, I'm sorry. She can't stand Chrissy. Chrissy could deal with her if she wasn't so disrespectful to her. But his mom is the one that really can't stand Chrissy, and Chrissy can't stand her because of the way she treats her. So that's what that is. So hopefully he can put his mom in her place, but I doubt he'll do that. So that's where they left off at. Olivia had did her video. Samaya was still trying to do her thing. Chrissy asked Jim Jones to marry him. He said we're good or whatever. He didn't say yes, y'all. He said we're good. And then his mom got really upset about that. And Emily decided that she didn't want to be with Fab no more because he's not showing her that he's there for her in a relationship, and that he wants to put it out there that that's his woman. So we go into season 2. Okay, season 2, episode 1. Uh-oh, y'all, this is going to be a little long, but I'm going to try and get through it as fast as I can. So, here's the thing. It opens up that Emily does decide to leave Fab. I'm sorry, y'all. That's good. Good, because Fab was dead weight, and he was making her miserable, and the fact that he didn't want to be on TV or acknowledge her, it shows what kind of person he is as a man, and as him trying to be her man. I don't think he wanted to be in a committed relationship. And besides, they said there was rumors that he was with this girl and that girl and that girl. So you got regular with women, but when it's that much, you have to take a step back and think. So she finally moved out and got her own place, and that's very good. She talked to her daughter about it, and that she was moving on, that she still loved Fab, but she needed to move forward and move without him. And that her daughter could still love Fab, and she still loves Fab, but she needs to move on. I thought that was a real nice sentimental talk that she had with her daughter. That was real sweet. So that's what's happening. Miss Chrissy and Mr. Jim Jones, y'all know that stupid man. He lost his engagement ring. He lost it. First of all, that's the engagement ring that Chrissy bought for his ass. Okay, you don't hear about too many women buying rings for their man. She bought a ring for him, and that was a lot of money. But the fact it was just sentimental. He lost that shit, and that ring cost a lot of money. He said he was heartbroken. I'm pretty sure he was, but how the hell do you lose your ring? I bet you 10 to 1 if you think of all the jewelry and all the shit he got around his neck and in his ears and on his hands. I guarantee you he ain't lost none of that stuff, but he gonna lose the one thing that somebody that's most important in his life gave to him, an engagement ring. And then they go back to the jewelry store and try to recreate the same one and get a replacement of the same one. I wouldn't have paid shit for him. He would have just, I don't know, I probably even had nothing to do with his ass losing that ring. He would just been assed out. Chrissy was mad, but that couldn't have been me, y'all. He couldn't have lost his ring like that. That I paid for you, your engagement ring. Because I want to marry you. And he lost the ring? Y'all know that's bad. Then she said that, oh, these are my painkillers right here. So then she bought some earrings. Then she said that she knew that the earrings was not enough, but that's what would get her through. No, he would have to buy me a ring. Damn, the earrings, bracelet, toe, foot ring, anything. No. He would have to buy me a ring. But it would have to be on his own accord, on his willing and will doing, not because I'm telling you to buy me one. That whole thing was dumb. I don't think it's going to work between them because he's already messing up by losing his engagement ring. So she's buying another ring for $250,000. I don't know what she do for a living to make that kind of money. Because they don't really show what she do. They said she used to have money and she used to do work. But we don't see what she do. Anyway, so that's that with them. Let me see. Olivia and her manager is trying to work out a deal. Miss Olivia is saying that it has to be such and such money and not this much money. And her manager saying you gotta go for what you can go for. She said, but I'm worth more than that. I kind of agree with both of them. I feel like you've been in the game for a long time. You've been in the music business. You should be on a lower standard as compared to being on a higher standard. But at the same time, if you're starting over, sometimes you have to start from scratch or close to scratch and work your way up. It's tough, but if somebody will give me a deal and I know I can survive on that, I would go for it. But she's saying no, she wants more. So we'll have to see how that goes. Samaya got an investor to help her out with her business, but her manager spent it mostly on her apartment, her look and all that. And business managers, the investor's pissed because he's saying, look, I didn't know what my money went. My money should have went more than just this. But she's saying, this is what we need to do. I got 2 videos. Can you invest a little bit more? And I'll show you what I can do. So suppose he's going to invest a little bit more. And we'll see how that goes as well. Let's see. Jim Jones' mom did the stupid ass video, Psychotic, and put it on World Star Hip Hop, I think. And then Olivia called and told her, look, you need to go check this out so you can see what's going on World Star Hip Hop online. And then there she is singing, acting a fool, dancing and jigging with the guy. I think it's really stupid. If she wanted to do a song, I don't think she should have put it on World Star Hip Hop because all she did was embarrass herself. And then she embarrassed her son. And her son's sitting there like, well, I'll talk to her, but she shouldn't even did nothing like that. I think she's an attention whore. And she's stupid, really. She's taking it way too far. She ain't like Jim Jones, some man, like I said again, like he's sleeping with her, he cheating on her. I'm like, I know that's your son, but damn, you need to chill out and take a step back. If you don't like Chrissy, then okay, but I don't think she hurt the man per se. So you really got a problem with Chrissy, like she's the worst person. He could do much worse, and he could probably do better. But I don't think she's this terrible person that she's making her out to be. They just can't get along. She don't like her, but I don't really know why. She just says she's not the right one for him. But she takes it to a whole nother level, makes it 10 times worse. I don't think he's going to straighten that out with his mom, but we'll see in the future episodes coming up. We'll see. So Chris is not happy about that, but we'll see what happens. And let me see. Then you got Miss Yandy, who manages the company that Jim Jones and Jule's Dipset crew. She manages them. So her and Chris are good friends. They hang out. Then she got this new girl. Yandy has this new friend as well, Kim Bella. I'm gonna call her Kim. I don't like Kim Bella. Kim Bella's like a stupid name. Miss Thang, which is Jule's girlfriend, father of his last kid, Miss Thang. Well, her and Chris, they had never really met before. They meet. Chris said she had to wear this short stuff, and it was kind of short. I don't know why she wore that myself. I watched the show twice just to get my view on it and see if I feel the same way, and I do. I don't think Kim Bella is really a bad person, but she's a little tardy, a little bit, wear a little skimpy outfit. She needs to tone that down some. They all actually need to tone down their outfits, but what she wore wasn't the right thing. But I don't think she was speaking so ditzy when Chrissy first met. I think Chrissy was just kind of overreacting with that. So then Emily throws this nice party, and everybody comes to it. Samaya, Olivia, Chrissy, Yandy, and Kim Bella. And Kim Bella tells Yancey at the jewelry party, the first party where she wore the skimpy stuff, that she dated Fab around the same time that Emily was dating him and was pregnant with his baby. Kim said she didn't know, and she felt bad, but she didn't know that he was even dating anybody, much less Emily, and much less she was pregnant. So she told Yandy, I have to tell her. So she chooses the Independence Day and the Independence Night that she had, where everybody came to tell her this. I felt like the way she told her was not really the right way to tell her. The timing was bad because it wasn't Independence for Emily. I think that she probably should have did another day, but at the same time she wanted to get it all out in the open, and it just happened to be that night. Okay. And she was real about it. She said it in front of everybody. She didn't hide it. Emily said, okay, I hear you. You know, she said, in that different time and place, it would have really upset me, but I'm okay now. It's alright. It's cool. She said, I'm not really surprised. Okay, and Emily was alright with it. For the most part, she was okay. Oh, here come Chrissy Big Mouth talking, saying that wasn't right for you to say, you a bitch and you that, and why are you doing this now? And Kim was trying to cool the situation, but Chrissy got mad. Chrissy cussed her out. She tried to get up. She said, you gonna get up? Yeah, I'm gonna get up. And then she sat down, and then she got up and boom, went and whooped her ass. Kim Bella's ass. She knocked her. Oh, I know what happened. She got up and Yancey got pushed with Kim Bella. Kim Bella fell over a little bit, and then they sat down. Then she got up and moved and turned and tried to whoop Kim Bella's ass. So I was like, damn, seriously? It was that serious? Whooped her, and she fell, and I guess she didn't have no underwear. Her privates were exposed, but we didn't see it. She was hitting her all in the face, called her a bitch. It took producers to get her ass off that girl. And then the girl put her hair, talking about, still pretty. I guess that's what you can say to save face. But and then Chrissy told Yandy, she said, you know, I'm not mad with you, but I don't want to talk to you. And then her and Kim left. Yancey and Kim left. And then she said, you know, that was my finest moment. Maybe she shouldn't have did it, but at the time she felt like that was what she had to do. This is Chrissy, y'all. And that's how the show pretty much ended. I'm like, Chrissy did the wrong thing. I like Chrissy overall, but she did the wrong thing. I know she tried to stick up for Emily, and then what happened in the end? Emily started crying, y'all, because now the night was ruined, because Kim had to say what she had to say at that time. Chrissy got mad. They took it to another level, and then Chrissy tried to beat ass. She shouldn't have did that. That was the wrong thing to do. That was not Chrissy's fight. That should have been Emily's fight. And since Emily was okay with it, she should have left it alone and not try to stick up for Emily, because there was no need for her to do that at that time. Not to that point, and not to the point where they took it to a fight. All of last season, nobody got into a fight, and then season 2, episode 1, what happened? They got into a fight the first episode, the first night, y'all. What can I say? Nothing. I guess we got to stay tuned and see what happens for the next couple of episodes. Everything stays pretty good. I'll probably do a vlog about this every week, but it'll be a lot shorter, y'all. I had to recap and do season 1 as well as season 2 so far, so I promise you it'll be much shorter. But that's all I gotta say. I guess we gotta stay tuned and see what happens next week. It's probably gonna be exciting for the whole weeks to come. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to seeing how it comes to an end. Stay tuned, and like I said, tell me what you think. You like it? Click the like button. Send me a comment, and go ahead and subscribe as well. If you haven't subscribed already, I would appreciate it. And until next time, y'all, I will talk to y'all soon. Until then, y'all, take care. Bye.